our skit, we just said a lot of different information about the Pony Express that we already learned about. I want you to meet with an elbow partner and talk about some of the things that we used in our skit that you learned about the Pony Express. Go ahead and take a minute to do that.
Okay, well, I learned that it takes only 7 hours to mail. It's a purse.
No,
It's a purse.
the paper is made out of tissue paper, so it's like
thin tissue paper.
but the writers only got 2 minutes out of each day.
There's no break.
All right, bring it back. Who can tell me one thing you learned from our skit? Trey?
I learned that it takes that they the tissue thing.
The tissue thing, what was that? You remember?
The mail.
I pulled it out of my mochila. It was the mail, right? So the mail was printed on thin tissue paper. Steve?
That they changed only to 15 miles and 10 horses.
They changed horses between 10 and 15 miles. Good job.
That you had to ride no matter what, like even if the weather was bad.
Right, you rode through bad weather, day or night.
That you could sometimes ride 36 hours straight.
You can ride 36 hours straight. Good job.
Was there anything else in our skit that we incorporated from our reading? There were no breaks. That's right, we had to keep going. She brought me that horse and had to keep going, right? Madison.
It happened in 1860s.
Exactly. It happened in 1860, and we had to throw that piece of information in there. Okay, so Miss Phillips and I, we went and created this skit. How long do you think it took us to create that skit?
A few minutes.
Few minutes.
You think a few minutes?
Hour.
Go ahead, tell me.
Hour. 2 days.
2 days?
No.
Miss Phillips, tell them how long it took us to do this.
It took us about 30 to 45 minutes. Just because, did you notice how each one of the lines in our skit had a bit of information from our reading? Right? So we had to make sure that each line was giving you a fact about the Pony Express, right? Which is something you guys need to do when you're writing your skits.
So Miss Phillips and I, we went to this room right over here while you guys were working. We sat down with a piece of paper and we went through the book and we thought, how can we incorporate this fact? And how can we incorporate this fact and still make it interesting? It's only a page long. It doesn't have to be long, your skits. They don't have to be very long. Was it still interesting?
Yes.
Did we still get a lot of information out?
Yes.
Yes. Now there's one thing that Miss Phillips and I, we couldn't really change, but we wore our hats to help with that. What do you think that was? Kinda. Trinity? Our gender. That's right, because we are girls. But did girls, were they the ones that did the Pony Express?
No.
No, it was boys, right? So, after watching our skit, let's think about the boys who did the Pony Express. How do you think this made them feel? Think about that for just a second. Think about it. How would that make you feel? How would you want to be the one that's always riding, and the person at the relay station, they didn't have time, they didn't really care about all the stuff that the rider had to do.
Trinity? Miserable and lonely. Good job. Steve?
I could have been tired.
Tired. Genesis, did you have one? You took yours. Do you think it was comfortable riding a horse for 36 hours? No. Probably pretty painful, right? Not comfortable at all. Would you like to ride a horse through a blizzard?
No.
No. No. All just to deliver the mail.
So guys, today we're going to get back into our groups, and we're going to start working on our skits in the groups that we set up last week. So I feel like sometimes we try to make this more difficult than it needs to be. It doesn't have to be a huge, long skit as long as we get all the information presented. Right or wrong?
Right.
Right, so that's what we're going to work on today, so that we can videotape our skits tomorrow and watch them on Thursday. All right, any questions?
With the kids in AC have to do our scripts and videotapes day.
We'll see where you guys are after you've written your script. Any more questions?
So can my group meet me at this back table, please?
And my group's going to meet me over here, and Mr. Out's group is going to meet him over here by the desk.